Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at the second installment of what I like to call the Fattest Fridays, where we take a look at various responses to this.
Tell me the story of the fattest thing you ever did.
What sort of fattest stories will we hear today? I ate an entire cake. I broke into a Wendy's in the middle of the night. Who knows? I have an Instagram. If you follow me there, your life will finally be complete. Here's a link. Before we proceed, please click like and subscribe so that I may apply comb to mustache.
Tell me the story of the fattest thing you ever did. I'll go first.
Okay, just for starters, I am not shaming my past self. I am just sharing this because it is quite possibly the funniest thing little me did.
It's okay to shame your past self. It's okay to cringe at the former you and change into a newer, better person.
I've been overweight all of my life, and my highest weight was 246 pounds. I've lost all that.
246 pounds. All right, her story checks out.
Let's get into the story. My 5th grade teacher decided to do a culture project where we would bring a dish from whatever culture we were from. I am Hispanic. My mom made a Mexican cheesecake, and basically we would talk about the dish.
What is in a Mexican cheesecake? I would love to try this. I've never even heard of it.
We would say where it came from, and then at the end we would serve the dish to our classmates. Instead of me giving them the cheesecake, I took a 0 on the project and told my teacher I didn't have anything just so I could eat the cheesecake all by myself later on at the end of the day on the bus.
What? So you had a full-on Mexican cheesecake from your mom or whatever that you brought to school to share with the class. You told the teacher, actually, sorry about that, I forgot to bring it, just so that later on that day you could consume the entire cheesecake on the bus by yourself on the ride home. Oh my God, that's very fat indeed. Woo! Right off the bat, we're coming out swinging. Lily. Hello, there's a Lily. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh yes. Look at her weird little long greyhound type of body. Lily, she's alive. Oh, that could go on all day. Oh, come here, buddy. Oh, he's an old man. I can't be getting too crazy with him. I've had Rocco for 10 years now, and I don't know how old he was when I got him because I got him off the street. A literal rescue. He was a homeless boy.
My mom was furious.
How did she come to find out? Oh, the teacher probably told her, like, yeah, your daughter never brought that cheesecake. What the heck? You said that she was going to. I love this story, dude.
And, yeah, I don't regret it.
So it was a damn good cheesecake, is what you're saying. You're like, it was worth every freaking bite taking that F and getting a whooping from my mom or whatever. All right, I'm going to have to try this Mexican cheesecake, that's for sure. Next.
Tell me the story of the fattest thing you ever did.
I already know what some of you are going to say. I don't want to hear it. When I was in college, a friend and I went to a birthday dinner at an all-you-can-eat sushi spot, and we underestimated how many pieces of sushi there were in a roll. So we were just ordering rolls without even thinking about it, and before we knew it, we were just drowning in sushi, and we clearly would not be able to finish it, but we decided that
Like, they just keep bringing it? Like, you guys didn't understand that you're going to have to eat all this food? That's weird. It was so good, I just kept saying, more, keep on, come on, more sushi, more sushi, more sushi.
we were going to do our best because they charge you for every leftover piece of sushi that you have. And
What? So, you're going to penalize me for not finishing all my food or something? What kind of a weird restaurant is this?
we're broke college students, so I have a condition in my jaw called TMJ, and it's basically when I open my jaw too wide, it'll unhinge itself and crack, and it can be pretty painful.
I've heard of that condition.
Well, I had so much sushi that day that my body decided it had enough of me, and my jaw unhinged itself and cracked as I was lifting a piece of sushi to my mouth.
You ate so much sushi that you activated your TMJ? Okay, so first you got so high off the sushi, you didn't know what was going on. You just kept ordering more, until your TMJ kicked in and your jaw started hurting. Man, Your body literally refused to eat any more sushi at that point. Jaw just straight unhinging like a python.
I was only able to open my mouth this wide. Couldn't even fit a piece of sushi in there.
That's weird. So in your mind, this was your body shutting down in response to sushi. Your body was like, all right, the maximum amount of sushi has been consumed. You can't put any more in here. The gates to eating closed, and it's your body was like, no more. I'm activating the TMJ now.
The whole thing was so fat that my body...
The whole thing was so fat. Oh, she's about to tell us how her body shut down. A woman had a bite of sushi. Here's how her liver completely shut down. Name that reference.
Couldn't even fit a piece of sushi in there. The whole thing was so fat that my body decided to cut me off itself.
Yeah, your body is just like, activate TMJ, no more sushi, and then you can't eat anymore. Oh my goodness. I've never had actual sushi before. I've had those like California rolls or whatever they sell in gas stations and grocery stores, but I haven't had actual sushi. I guess I would try it if they've frozen it or whatever they're supposed to do to get rid of the parasites. Next.
Tell me the story of the fattest thing you ever did.
So when I was like 18, I went to this burger place for a friend's birthday, and I ordered a meal, ate the meal, and then at the end, when we'd all finished, the lights all went down and this music started like do-do-do-do.
That's when they brought a burger out on roller skates and techno started playing. It was dope, son. It turned into an EDM dance festival right there. Dude, nothing cool like that ever happens when I go to eat burgers.
And the waiters started coming over and we were like, oh my god, they're coming to sing you happy birthday, woo! And they actually came over to me and handed me a certificate and a medal because I'd actually taken part in a eating challenge without knowing and won.
Dude, I'm gonna have to call BS on this one. Okay, so she goes to a restaurant with her friend for her friend's birthday. At some point during the meal, the lights turn down, music starts playing, and people come out. She thinks it's because of her friend's birthday, but it's actually because she just unknowingly partook in an eating challenge and won. I'm going to have to call BS on this because they would tell you that you're partaking in an eating challenge. They would have said, all right, here's the rules of the challenge. You have 20 minutes, you can't use any forks, you can only use spoons, or whatever whatever the stupid conditions of the challenge are, dude. I think at this point we've seen enough people doing food challenges on YouTube. Never do they just give you the food. They always tell you, okay, you're taking part in the challenge now, like. So that is a fun story, but you clearly made it up. I'm sorry, but that's a lie. Oh, by the way, you just completed the 100-pound burger challenge. You didn't notice that the burger was completely destroying your table? You didn't notice that it took 3 men to bring that burger out? If there was some sort of challenge, like, what would it be, like 20 burgers or one giant burger, you didn't notice? Or it was just like a regular burger? All I did was order the 10 burger plate, and it turned out it was some kind of eating challenge. Like, what? Yeah, you didn't order a regular meal, eat it, and then all of a sudden people came over and said, oh, congratulations, you won the challenge. And you're like, what challenge? I had a burger, fries, and a Coke, bro. What? You don't remember how you just ate a 20-pound cheeseburger back there? I love when people's lives are so dumb that it's unbelievable, but they sit there and tell you the story with such conviction, like you're dumb enough to believe it. I love that part. I love that for you. Next.
Tell me the story of the fattest thing you ever did. Oh.
Alright, so when I was a kid, I was probably in like 8th grade, I would always sneak to the kitchen at night when everyone was asleep so I could get snacks. But we had a really like creaky hardwood floors, so my mom would always hear me walking there and catch me. So one day I got like an invisible ink pen, the kind where you shine the blue light and you can see the writing. But during the day, I marked out a path from my room to the kitchen on the hardwood floor with the pen on spots where the floor didn't creak. So
dude, you are a genius. Oh my god, this is so smart. Okay, so during the day, she found a path through the living room that was not creaky, and she marked it with an invisible marker so that at night she could go down that same path and use her special light or whatever to see the marking. Dude, this is next level genius. This isn't fat, this is genius. You should be working somewhere good, coming up with good ideas. Working somewhere good? Dude, what's happening to my vocabulary? Good things. You have good job, you should. You could definitely call that one of the fattest things that somebody's done because of the effort put into it. But to me, it's just impressive. Like, that's next level, dude.
You couldn't hear me. So then at night, I would go back and I would use my light and I would shine it on the ground and I would only step on the spots that I had marked.
Dude, freaking genius.
Because I knew they wouldn't make noise.
That is just as ingenious as it is fat.
And I would get my snacks undetected.
Dude, you're doing all this like Mission Impossible stuff just to go get some snacks from the kitchen in the middle of the night. You're like tumbling, doing cartwheels and stuff over laser beams. It's just like smoking a cigarette, blowing it on the beams. Mom likes to keep laser beams in quadrant 1 and 2. Then I'm gonna have to put on a cold suit to get past the infrared cameras that can detect body heat. They really don't want me in the fridge, dude. They got like uranium in there or something. I don't know. They're trying to keep me away from those uranium sandwiches that were all the rage several videos back. So far, that one's my favorite, just because of the sheer amount of planning and thought that went into it. Very good. Next.
Tell me the story of the fattest thing you ever did.
I was on my way back to this guy's house and I wanted to like treat myself, so I stopped at Wendy's. It was like 1:30 in the morning. As I'm driving through the drive-thru, I see like a family pack of nuggets. And I'm thinking like, oh, $10 family pack, cool. Thinking like McDonald's pricing, so like 20 nuggets max. So I was like, that's perfect. I'll get a fry, get some nuggets, knock out. So I go to the speaker box. I'm like, hey, can I get the family pack? They're like, you want the family pack? And there's like a long pause. I'm like, yeah. They're like, okay, it's gonna be like 10 minutes. And I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. Like, not thinking.
Anytime there's a long pause when you order something, you should pay attention to that. When they're like, you want the family pack? You should pay attention to that. They weren't just screwing around. Like, they don't do that when you order regular stuff, do they? They're like, you want a Coke? Are you sure? A whole Coke? Like, you should pay attention when people are like, do you really want that? I don't know if I really want it. Now that you asked me that way, do I really want it?
It's weird, 10 minutes for 20 nuggets. So as I'm waiting
That is weird. They had you wait 10 minutes for 20 nuggets. That's another red flag.
in line to go to pay, I Google it. It's 50 nuggets.
50 nuggets for 10 bucks? Damn, McDonald's bringing the deals, baby. I'm just kidding. Don't eat it. Don't eat any of that.
50 chicken nuggets for $10. First of all, thank you, Wendy's. Second of all,
Yes, thank you, Wendy's. That's quite the deal.
I'm so sorry for making you do that. So I pulled up, I apologized.
It wouldn't be the first time, dude. I'm sure they get people going through there drunk all the freaking time, ordering copious amounts of garbage.
And paid, tipped, and then as a punishment to myself, I tried to eat all of them.
What? What do you mean? You're like, you idiot, you ordered 50 nuggets. Just for that, you're gonna sit here and eat every one of those nuggets. Why are you treating yourself like that dad that makes you smoke a whole pack of smokes when he catches you smoking one? Why? That's kind of weird. You're like so ashamed of yourself that you make yourself eat all of the nuggets? You're looking at yourself in the mirror, you're like, look at yourself, you piece of garbage. You made those people have to fry up all those nuggets? The only punishment that is right for you is to eat all of those nuggets now. Is that what you told yourself? That was your justification for eating all the nuggets? You're like, I'm punishing myself for ordering all these nuggets by eating all of these nuggets. Okay, I was so bad yesterday ordering a pizza. To punish myself, I'm going to eat the whole pizza. And then a pint of Ben & Jerry's to really teach myself a lesson. That'll teach me.
I only got to 34.
34. That's pretty impressive. I think I could eat 34 nuggets. So I think I could eat the whole 50, if we're being real. I haven't eaten any of that stuff in quite a while, but yeah, I think I could eat 50 of those. No problem, bro. Not that I would, or I'm gonna, but I think I could. So we had a couple of good ones today. The one where the chick ate the entire cheesecake was pretty crazy. The one where the chick marked out the path with the invisible marker was amazing. Oh my god, dude. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell to get the notifications. Help me get to 50,000 before it's too late. Also, please click the like button. 1 like equals 1 mustache comb. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.